Like so many people, I think I accidentally watched that video today, and I was not prepared for how it would feel. No action movies, horror movies, violent video games can possibly prepare you. Nothing fake feels like that. I felt so sick, I actually tried to convince myself I must have seen a fake video, but it turned out to be real. I sent my wife a text immediately, and I told her what happened, and I said, don't watch the video, no matter what. And this is where it's self-preservation. I tell myself there's no good in seeing things that you can't unsee, so we should protect ourselves from it. But for one reason, I changed my mind. I realized we cannot hide ourselves from what tens of thousands of innocent people, including children, have had to witness at schools and churches across the country. This is really happening. This is us right now. And hiding from it, pretending it doesn't happen because we are hoping it doesn't catch up with us, only serves to protect it. So I think you need to watch the video. Allow yourself to feel the physiological toll it takes on you and appreciate the absolutely catastrophic gravity of it. And as you feel the sick, inconsolable ache, don't let it turn to numbness. Do not try to hide from it. Hold on to it. Think about his family, think about his friends, think about people who loved him, and then think of hundreds of little kids being forced to hold onto that same feeling. And then take a moment and recognize what you were feeling for Charlie and his family, for all of those kids who were no longer with us, and all of those kids and teachers who had to sit and watch it happen, is empathy. It is biological and it is undeniable. Do not let that empathy turn to irrational, toxic rage. Instead, allow yourself to mourn where we are at today and recognize the real enemy is not people. It is the systems that got us here. Like so many people, I think I accidentally...
Your brain produces monthly a substance that the Vatican calls holy chrism in secret rituals. You waste it without knowing.
Christos was never a proper name. In Greek, it literally means oil.
The same precious oil that your pineal and pituitary glands secrete when the moon crosses the degree of your birth. Carey exposed in his book...
Archer, fancy seeing you back in the States. This is my girlfriend, Yvette. Yvette, this is my cousin, one and only Archer Wells.
Good evening, Mr. Wells.
Feeling shy, are we?
Miss, do you know what this is?
Okay, so obviously we wish we didn't have to start today's show by acknowledging the very public assassination of a public figure.
Yeah.
But on Wednesday afternoon, the extremely well-connected conservative influencer Charlie Kirk of Turning Point USA was murdered in front of hundreds of people at an event that he was hosting at a university in Utah. And there were a lot of people there, a lot of people filming. I cannot stress enough that the close-up footage of the incident is something you should really try to avoid because it is horrific. I stumbled across it a couple times while scrolling Twitter just to find out what was going on. And yeah, avoid that as much as you can, folks.
Yeah, you can't put that genie back in the bottle. It is.
No.
I've so far been able to avoid it, but saw the long angle, and that was more than enough for me. It's awful, truly awful.
So while doing the thing that he is most known for, going to college campuses and challenging teenagers to debate him, someone posted up around 200 yards away, fired a single shot that hit Charlie Kirk in the neck. And while confirmation of his death didn't come for quite a while after that, it was pretty...
Charlie Kirk said that he feared for his life. There's videos I was watching today, I was doing a deep dive, that he turned on Israel, specifically in what they're doing. And he was called an anti-Zionist. So this is clearly... He turned, well, because he was getting, you can listen to videos with him talking. He talked about it with the woman from Fox News, says blood's coming out of her eyes, coming out, Kelly. They talk about it on her show. You can look it up and listen to him. So, he is a major influencer, and he had started turning on Israel. And I think if they think about it, it turns the narrative. It does so many different things. I mean, his assassination does so many different things. It allows them to target the left, you know, that's already happening with Republic, with the MAGA right. They're saying it's the left, but the thing is pretty much all shooting that's ever happened has always been right. You know, I even think the guy who shot Anthony Scalia was was a person on the left. He was a person on the right. So. Yeah, that's exactly it. He was exactly it. That was it right there. He was calling. He basically called. He called out that Maxwell's husband was a Mossad agent. All right, he was exposing all that. Exactly what it was, you know. And it's very clear. I mean, he said it. He feared for his life. So Charlie Kirk knew it, and. You know, and the way he was assassinated, all black up top, was very much. I mean, that's militaristic. So, and then there's videos of the guy running across the roof, and then they had a video of some old man with a rifle being picked up by the cops. But it could have just been some old man out there looking to find out who shot. Because I think they said they released that guy. No Epstein talk today, no. Exactly, man. It's that they were, you know, he was bringing a lot of tension on Epstein files, a lot of tension on Israel, calling out, you know, Maxwell's father being a Mossad agent, all that stuff, and but he's been very supportive. It's just that one aspect had he said his phone had blown up, calling him anti-Zionist and everything else. I think someone there that, you know, a Mossad says, you know, take him out, won't hurt us. Put the attention on the left, you know, shut a voice up. That's because they don't want the right turning against Israel. And he was, you know, he has a big following with Turning Point and everything else. I told you the false flag event would come. I told you there would be a Gray Swan event. This is your Gray Swan event. Trump's going to use it. They're going to use it. This is it. This is that. This is that event. Trump's now going to say, you know, or if you listen to that young motherfucker on Fox News, he's already doing it. Fucking right on step. Look at them all. They attacked Scalia. It's the left. They're attacking us. They're shooting us. Shot the president. They're doing all this. You know, that was just that young fuckturd. What's his name? That was in Jesse Waters, motherfucker. He's already doing it. First thing out, the whole show was just conflating it that it was the left. False flag. 100%. A Mick. Yep. Ramp up, and he didn't give a shit when the right shot and killed two left politicians. No, but Charlie Kirk, all of a sudden, or the MAGA transsexual who shot up the church, that was fucking a MAGA. That was a right winger. Doesn't matter. So false flag event happened, right? Probably done by either Blackwater or whatever. You know, someone that's pro. Mossad on there. Yeah, exactly, Kirk. They couldn't wait. I know. I can't look at Fox News. Look at Fox and Jesse Waters. Listen to Jesse Waters fucking talk, dude. It's unbelievably explosive. Unbelievably explosive. No evidence, no proof. Even though, you know, Megyn Kelly, if you listen to Megyn Kelly talking, if you listen to Kirk talking, his fear was Israel. right? He's been going against the left all the fucking time. The only thing that changed with Kirk, right, was Israel, and that was recent. That was recent. And he said, my phone is blown up. All these people call me anti-Semite, blah, 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 you know, Zion, you know. He says, you know, that's the only thing that's changed. Why didn't someone kill him before? You know, that's the question you have to ask yourself. Yeah, that was that old man, that old guy. I saw the video of that old guy being arrested. It was a hunting rifle. Some dude probably was out on the streets looking for the guy who shot. I think didn't they let him go though? Matt, didn't they let him go? Linda, why can't you just get out and go?
Cause you're all.
I'm just waiting here, chilling out. Just
Don't
talking.
chill out.
I'm just chilling
Stop
out.
chilling out.
I'm chilling
I
out.
wanna eat.
Then go on.
Make dinner.
I will.
Make dinner right now.
Yeah.
Right now.
Kid is hungry, motherfucker.
Right now.
Why don't you learn to make some dinner yourself?
Hurry up.
What do you want to eat tonight? Spaghetti?
Chicken fine. Chicken and rice.
I don't think there's any rice. $200 yards. He was up on the roof. It looked like more than 200 yards. It looked like 300-400 yards from the video, like where he was talking and where the guy was. Maybe 200 to 300 yards is more realistic. Yeah, an illegal did it. They're gonna blame the illegals. Follow the money trail, Israel. It's funny because, I mean, Charlie's been doing this all the time. He's never had an issue. All of a sudden he talks about Israel and all of a sudden he gets shot. I mean, seems kind of, you know, what's the word? I mean, all these years he's been doing this at universities, right? And nothing. And then all of a sudden, bam. You know, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's a false flag event, dude. It's a false flag event. In order, like I said, call martial law, to blame the left, to ramp up things, to make excuse, you know, to go after the left's guns. Who knows? I mean, they're gonna milk the shit out of this. That's all we know, you know. You know, the shooter didn't like him pointing out that Elaine Maxwell's father worked for Mossad. He got Elaine Maxwell's dad got a state burial, right? State burial. Right. So just get ready for all the craziness that's going to come out next week now. Just know. And there. Who's pro-Trump? Absolutely, Edward. I don't agree. He doesn't. I mean, I don't. I mean, he talked. I mean, I don't. You know, it's unfortunately. I don't. I 100% don't agree with the violence perpetrated. Do I feel sorry? No. I mean, dude. I mean, he created his own karma, didn't he? I mean, he says, "Oh, people. You know, people die because of weapons. That's good. You know, that's so we maintain the second weapon." He became the fucking. He became his talking point. You know. He became his talking point. I don't know I don't know the cloning thing. Is it Jesse? I think Jesse. I think you're the one who believes in locking up people because what amounts to be a parking ticket, right? But a person who goes on and is hateful and he created his own reality. That's what happened with Charlie Kirk. And the thing is, he pissed off very powerful people, and they used him as a tool, unfortunately. That's you fucking piss off billionaires like he did, and he has a platform, Turning Point, massive platform. Israel did not want that platform turned against them. So why not make it seem like some left shot him, right? Is that what you want to believe? Like all this time he's been debating, never a problem, but all of a sudden now, all of a sudden now, it's a deal. It's a thing. I mean, look what Israel's doing. Israel is attacking. They're indiscriminate. They're like attacking fucking everybody. Everybody. They don't give a fuck. Israel doesn't give a fuck because they own Trump. You know, Israel owns Trump. They have all the blackmail. All of Trump's blackmail, dude. I mean, the Putin announced that they got all of Epstein videos of Trump, all his pedo videos and shit. Some former KGB guy announced that there's a file on Trump with all this shit on it. And if Putin has it, so does fucking Israel. Trump is the most compromised motherfucker. He's just owned by everybody. He's just everybody's fucking bitch, dude. And I think when they went and looked at the Epstein files, they must have, Jamboni and everyone went, holy fucking shit, Trump is a pedo. What are we gonna do? And then do you think he got a threat like, hey, whose property, Solomon? Yeah, techno-fascism. Techno-fascism is Elon Musk's shit, dude. His grandfather. Yeah, I was watching the Netflix video on him just today. That's right. I know. I know. Yeah. It is sick, Beth. Dude, how did you know? I am Dana White. You didn't know I was Dana White? Dude. I'm Dana White. Gee, you're just figuring that out. I'm looking good though, aren't I? What's up, CB? How you doing, Brisbane? So what is your thoughts on the Charlie Kirk assassination? What's going on in Australia about it? What do they say? What's my view on India? Get rid of Modi. I don't have any view. I have a lot of Indian friends. I mean, I think India is kind of screwed with AI because, I mean, I like that one AI business. All they did to hire a bunch of Indians and pretended they were AI. I thought that was pretty Indian. Remember that one? The AI, they raised billions, and it was all a bunch of Indians acting like they're AI. Oh yeah, I'm real AI, typing on there. So, but, you know, it's just wrong. I mean, it's going to be interesting. It won't be interesting, but you know Trump is going to blame the left. Fox is already blaming the left. What's up, Samo? And, not a great. I can't stand the word empathy, actually. I think empathy is made up, new age term. Charlie Kirk, baby. I don't have any empathy for him. I mean, do you? Seriously? I mean, the guy doesn't believe in empathy. Why should we give him empathy? Right? When do I plan to hit the gym? I need to start hitting the gym with my son. I need to start working out. I definitely need to start working out. No shit there. Well, do you have empathy for Hitler? I mean, I don't feel anything for Charlie Kirk, knowing the kind of person he was and how he talked and how he lived, you know. But I have some autism. I'm on the spectrum, so I can display my autism that I don't have empathy. No, it's not, Hassan. It's not Republicans, Israel. I mean, Charlie's been doing this for years. Why all of a sudden is it? Why all of a sudden now? Why all of a sudden now? Why this year? Why now? The only thing that changed is his talking on Israel. It's interesting. I'm getting an interesting glitch on my screen. Yeah. Hold on. Let's do something real quick. Never said he doesn't deserve it. He doesn't deserve that shit. No. I don't condone the violence. That's wrong. It shouldn't shoot anyone. Period. Right? Big old piece of steak. That's what I'm cooking. Exactly. So exactly, Chad. That's exactly it. Nothing about, no condolences for those Minnesota individuals. They were gunned down at their home, right where they're supposed to be safe, by a fanatical Christian nationalist Trump supporter and crickets. So why the fuck should we be upset? All right, let's slice this open. My dog, hungry? Needs to be eaten. Huh? You want it warmed up or you want it cold? Huh? Warmed up. Did she use it today? What did you have for lunch? What time do you usually go to the gym, at that gym? Huh? What time do you usually start working out at that gym? Huh? 5. I'm gonna start going down, show you how I work out. Huh? Nanda?
You gotta make a car.
What?
You have to make a car.
Yeah, I'd go at the entrance. What other activities are there?
You know that?
Huh? No, other activities in the place. I saw a guy with a sword. You have kendo?
Kendo. I don't know that.
Is there karate there?
Yeah.
What karate? Shotokan? You know? A big Trump supporter got killed today. You want sugar on top of there right now? Huh? No. I got this stuff here. This stuff here. Mikey, you hungry? How hungry are you? chicken there too, like if you want chicken also.
Huh?
There's chicken on the table there if you want to eat chicken also. I mean, I don't think your brother's gonna eat it all. Are you? Here, bring the milk out. Take it out. How's your fingers? And there's chicken over there too. I like my steak rare. It's Israel. Israel is getting creates a false flag effect event for Trump, which Trump needs. I've been saying that there's going to be a gray swan event. This is kind of a gray swan event. It helps the right. It paints the Democrats as the patsy. It gets heat off of Epstein. It gets heat because Charlie Kirk was calling Elaine Maxwell's father a Mossad agent. You want more steak, Tommy, or no? You good?
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat the chicken too? That was Charlie for you. Preacher of hate. And yeah, it's a sad day. Because it's just going to be weaponized. The whole thing's going to be weaponized by Trump. I know. I mean, it was perfectly I mean, his execution was perfectly timed about gun violence. The question was, how many mass shootings have there been in America? How many mass shootings have there been? And Charlie responded, "Do you want me to include gang members?" And that was it. Why would Israel even inform Trump? Why would Israel just do it themselves? Yeah, wrong, Chris, the wrong answer. Why do you think Israel did it? I think Israel did it, Cindy, because he was talking about Mossad. Trump is too stupid. Trump wouldn't shoot one of his guys. Trump's not in on it. He doesn't know. He's just a clown. And the other problem with Trump, Cindy, he wouldn't be able to keep his mouth shut. They want Trump to react normally. They want Trump to blow up. They want to manipulate Trump. So this is a manipulation of Trump. It's the only logical thing. Yeah, he was going up the Epstein files, right? And he was calling specifically that Elaine Maxwell's husband, father, was Mossad. Absolutely, Gail. Well, Israel's right wing. The civil war is already happening. Yeah. Yeah, but that commercial, children, right? He was in high school. It was in a Blackwater commercial when he was in high school. Nobody, Joe. No one wins the Civil War. Nope. And that was Israel. Israel did that bombing, and they had to fly through U.S. military airspace to do it. You got me, Northern Vibes. You got me. You fucking nailed me to a T. Israel. That's how he's right wing. He's Mossad. Mossad is right wing. Yeah, eating steak. What's up, Mr. Wonderful? How you doing? Nice and bloody steak. That's right, Jimmy. Is anyone else noticing the glitch happening in the chat? Little glitch, like little spaz. We're being monitored. The chat never does that. That's AI watching our chat because of the subject matter. Still got it. My wife gets home, feed her some steak, my job will be done. I gotta clean the dishes now. You want an apple? Huh?
Yeah.
Or banana?
Apple.
How about pear?
There.
Oh shit. We didn't eat this watermelon. Oh shit. We did not eat this watermelon. Did I buy this? Cantaloupe here. Really ripe. It's okay. See what this cantaloupe tastes like. It's so ripe. It's good. How about melon? You want melon? Melon. Cantaloupe. It's good to eat. I just tried it. It's perfect. Sure. Absolutely.
I'm only getting diarrhea.
You're not going to get diarrhea. Perfect. And it tastes good too. Huh? Joe, you're right. You're absolutely sure. No one should be murdered for exercising their freedom of speech. You're 100% true. Sad day for democracy. But you know who did it? Israel. 100% Israel did it. They're the only ones that had anything to gain. Do you eat the pulp? I eat it. I eat the pulp. All the seeds. Because if you go watch his Juno, go watch the Megyn Kelly. Just type in Megyn Kelly and Israel. Megyn Kelly, Kirk. Here, I'll pull it up. Listen.
Welcome everyone, I'm Megyn Kelly. We're going live right now with special coverage on the shooting of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk's been shot at an event in Utah, one of his student events that he does all over the country, and we are awaiting word on his condition. It happened earlier and we got word. We did not want to come to air with the news until we knew whether it was true. We knew that a shooting had occurred. But now everyone from President Donald Trump on down has confirmed he's been shot. Charlie's been shot. He's been shot. It appeared in the neck. There is video of the event, of the shooting that took place from far away. We're going to show you that. Utah Valley University. This is graphic. It's not as graphic as some of the film that is being represented as out there right now and having been taken more close up. So we're going to look at just this one, which is from a distance. Here it is.
If you're overpaying for healthcare, Ease could save you thousands of dollars every year on your health coverage and pay at zero deductibles. It's a group plan that every American is eligible to join. Customizable coverage, no state or federal mandate for healthcare starts now. Why don't you update them, Megyn?
Well, this is the first big scandal, I'd say, of the Trump administration that's on Team Rational. It's not a fake media scandal like the left tries to create for President Trump every other day. It's one of the right's own making, and it's not going well. And it has to do with Jeffrey Epstein. Yeah. Let me just ask you, make some noise if you care about the Jeffrey Epstein scandal.
Raise your hand if it matters a lot to you. Raise your hand. So every hand of 7,000 people.
Everybody cares.
A lot. I said a lot. Every hand.
Here's what I think is happening. I don't think President Trump is focused on this. He's focused on a lot of other things which are going great, and he needs to be focused on those other things. Jeffrey Epstein's not the most important thing on his agenda by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, he's crushing
Why?
out the
Because
tariffs,
he's in the fucking
foreign policy,
files.
just got nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. If not Trump, then who? Honestly. Barack Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize after 9 months in office. He had done nothing. He gave a nice speech about Muslims and they gave it to him. So President Trump should be getting the Nobel Peace Prize, and there's all sorts of things he's focused on. I just don't think this has captured his attention quite yet. But it needs
Why
to,
would the guy get the
it's
Nobel
starting
Peace
to create
Prize?
a real hornet's nest within the administration.
Why would Trump get the Nobel Peace Prize? He's persecuting a minority group, the undocumented. He spews fucking hate. I mean, why the fuck would this guy get the Nobel Peace Prize? These guys are so delusional. You're right, Joe. No one should be murdered over the difference of opinion.
And I've got to be honest, I blame Pam Bondi. tell you why, okay? I have nothing, yes, incompetence, yes. I have nothing against Pam Bondi as a human being. I was fine with her nomination and her confirmation that she's been loyal to the president, and I get that President Trump needs a loyal attorney general. Look what happened with Sessions the first time. He went away, and the next thing you know, we had the Mueller investigation. It was a nightmare. But there are a lot of other people who can be loyal and competent in that job. Here, she is the reason that things are unraveling around this story right now that virtually all of the Republican Party cares deeply about. It's also true that Dan Bongino and Kash Patel had questions about Epstein before they took office, okay, before they went to the FBI. But once they joined the FBI, they said nothing. They've kept their mouths shut about Epstein. You have not seen them, except for one joint appearance with Dan and Kash on Fox, running all over the media looking for attention on this, yes, clickbaity story. Who have you seen? Pam Bondi. She has never missed an opportunity to go on television and dangle sweet nothings that might be coming your way. Try to lead you to believe that she's got it, it's on her desk, it's coming tomorrow. You're gonna see something on Epstein. And it was a tease. So you either believe that Pam Bondi was telling the truth then, or that she's telling the truth now. But both cannot be true. She was either lying when she went on Fox News all those times, saying, I've got it, we're looking at it, wait until you see it, it's horrible. Or she's lying in her 2-page memo that they released on a Sunday night at the tail end of a holiday weekend to Axios, as if Axios is where we all go for our news. Hell no. She went to someone she knew would not kick the tires on the story, and without signing the memo, dropped it in the dead of night and said, that's it. Take it. Take the crumbs and be happy. Refused to come out and give a presser. Come out and give a press conference. Stand there for 6 hours to the point where people are dying of boredom. They've asked all their questions. That's how you put a scandal to rest. But she wouldn't even sign her name to it. And I'm telling you, I have dollars to donuts. It's going to come out that there was internal consternation over that memo. And whose name did not go on it, who was and was not behind it. And so now you have a situation where her words on the record on Fox News are diametrically opposed to what she put in this memo. She's embarrassed the president. She's embarrassed herself. And Dan and Kash, to the extent they've had to sign off on that, let's understand the FBI is controlled by the DOJ.
It's not the thing.
FBI is subservient to we've got a great bench behind
these children. Why are we not impaneling a special prosecutor to find every single one of these powerful people that went after these kids? Like, what?
Why he was killed.
Yeah.
Why he was killed.
And I think you'll find
am I
out.
understanding this correctly? Because I don't even remember.
I can't answer that.
I don't
She
even know
won't tell
Pam
us.
Bondi said that. I can't even remember all this because it's all over. I got a thing on my desk. I got truckloads of stuff.
Yeah, no, we all have busy lives, and President Trump has a busy life, and I don't think he realizes how much she's humiliated the administration. This is a self-inflicted wound. She caused it. Again, I have nothing against Pam Bondi, but if you want to look for the villain in this story, we have found her. But she is the person who's she's either lying now or she was lying then. There's no two ways about it. And if you accept what's in the memo, that they don't have the goods on anybody, there's no one who can be indicted, they didn't find a trove of info on other people, then why was she trying to titillate us over a child sexual abuse case for months? She was on the air repeatedly in February, in March, again in May. It's completely inappropriate. You don't play cutesy with child sexual abuse material.
So Megan, I don't mean to interrupt. I mean, first of all, you're totally right. But you know the media, you know you've been around the space of like hyper ambitious women. What is this? Analyze her for us.
Well, I think she wants to make a name for herself. What she really wants to be is a star. That's what I think she wants. That's why she runs to the cameras on Fox News. There's no other reason. Look back at the attorneys general. Seriously, do you ever remember knowing an attorney general like this? Or like
Never.
even having the attorney general's voice in your head? I can barely remember Merrick Garland's weird little nasally voice, but it's in there. But the average person couldn't pick him out of a lineup. Because normally attorneys general are somber, serious people who are fairly annoying, but they're schooled in the law. Pam Bondi has one trait, and I think it's why Trump chose her. She's loyal to the president. And I get it, he does need somebody loyal, especially in that position. But he has a wealth of other options.
Why does he need someone loyal in that position? Why does he need someone loyal in that position? This wasn't the one.
Begging you to start managing ADHD to unlock your CEO potential. This is me with This is worth playing. At the moment Trump announced, or that it was announced that Trump won, stop the reading of Charlie's reaction. I give you Michael Cohen, who held a little live stream. Kirk as the inaugural guest on the Gavin Newsom podcast. And of course you did a great job, and of course you made news with him on his own podcast by getting him to admit that it's unfair to allow boys to compete against girls in girls' sports, which was great. You were your typical on-point substantive self, and he couldn't resist.
Charlie Kirk gives Megyn Kelly the tea on his podcast appearing with Gavin Newsom and explains why he did such a thing, because they have a bit of a disagreement here. As you see in just a moment. I think you're really like you guys. You know, it's always good to see a nice healthy debate on good service levels and also doing good service with each other. So when we're into it, it's going to be fun. First, do me a favor here. Like our video, share it around so we can keep bringing out this great hard-hitting content. As always, Patriots, I'm your host, Darian, and this is Resist the Mainstream.
Charlie Kirk is the inaugural guest on the Gavin Newsom podcast. And of course you did a great job, and of course you made
not be able to get through a Democrat primary. He's making a very calculated bet that no one's going to remember him as a failed governor, and no one's going to remember that he literally has no accomplishments. And he's going to try to run to the middle and to be able to take his Democrat base for granted. The Democrat base, as exhibited, as how they're acting in the streets and how they're acting in Congress, is not moderating on these issues. In fact, I think this podcast might be ending Gavin Newsom's presidential ambitions, not preparing them for his presidential ambitions. Again, all this is just speculation and conjecture, and then I will also speak just for myself personally why we decided to do it. Being the first guest, we consider that to be a pretty cool opportunity to be able to sit down and disagree and even debate at times with the governor of the world's, the largest state, the fifth largest economy in the world. And I do think that sitting down and being able to mix and educate, which was well over 30 or 40 million people that ended up consuming our conversation, which was the most listened to so far from the ones of people that were in the middle and people that were at least politically curious, I think was really helpful. I got text messages from people in the tech world, CEOs of the wealthiest people on the planet, also just rank and file normies, if you will, people that aren't exactly as politically engaged as you and I are, Megyn, that were
Can't find it.
Your patriotic values guide how you invest your money and save for your future. With Monorail's Patriot Portfolio, your investment dollars get out of globalist corporations and into companies. Lead up to understand here is the question: will this potentially endanger America's own interests in the Middle East? So please, Ben, help me better understand the situation.
Sure. So I think that the lead up to understand here is that Qatar sort of plays both sides when it comes to its negotiating stance between Hamas and Israel and the United States. So it has provided extraordinary material support to Hamas directly, billions of dollars in material support to Hamas. The leadership of Hamas have been living in Qatar for years in five-star hotels. Hamas's priorities have been pressed by Qatar in negotiations multiple times. Qatar has not put significant pressure on Hamas in the past to release the hostages or to end the war. And so basically, as Israel nears the end of the war, which is what this last movement in Gaza City is supposed to be, there's a final offer that was put on the table actually by the Trump administration that essentially said that Hamas should release the remaining 48 hostages, meaning 28 dead bodies and 20 alive hostages, and the United States would then guarantee, through its own honest brokerage, some sort of end to the war that would result in the disarming of Hamas and the movement of the Gaza Strip to presumably some sort of coalitional government supported by regional states and the rebuilding of the area. And Qatar was pushing Hamas, apparently, we heard, and Hamas this morning in Arabic actually rejected it. That's not been widely reported by the media, but it's true. Hamas actually rejected the American offer the president had put out in the Truth Social statement saying, this is your last chance, and if you don't do that, bad things are going to happen. The idea that Israel would be able to fly 10 F-16s all the way across the Middle East to Qatar to strike a very specific terror target in Doha without American knowledge beggars the imagination. It is extraordinarily unlikely, to say the very least. Honestly, it would not be wildly improbable if Qatar knew that was coming as well. And so Israel struck at the top level of the remaining Hamas in Qatar in an attempt to basically change the negotiating status. So the basic idea here is if you will not negotiate, if you refuse to get to the end of this war, well, then maybe we'll find somebody who can. Or maybe the idea is that you're safe nowhere until this war ends. Additional pressure had to be brought to bear, and that's why Israel did what it did. Obviously, I, as well, am on Team Civilization. I'm very happy to see Hamas's top leaders killed. I hope that as many of them in the leadership, with as little loss of civilian life as possible.
So here you go.
As many of them died in this attack as humanly possible. And again, I'd be very surprised. I mean, we do know, actually, from contemporaneous reporting that the United States was at least given the heads up on
this. Is the right for you. See, this is the right. They're just fine with just killing people, trying to negotiate peace, other leaders. Just kill them, you know. And then you try to hold up a flag where, when it happens to an American, all of a sudden they're like outraged. I mean, you create the environment. You're killing other people. I mean, what you're doing to other people is happening to you, basically. You create the outcome by saying that shit. You know. You create the outcome. Anyway. Look at it. You know, they're talking about it's okay to kill people, and then one of their own gets killed. I'm listening to them, Charlie Kirk, discuss about killing people, negotiating. You think that's okay? You think that shit's okay? So what's the difference in killing people in having a meeting about negotiating and killing a person, to the right, killing a person who is, on stage debating? Really, what's the difference? Anyone? What's the difference between a group of people negotiating, trying to come to an agreement, and a person sitting on stage? If you condone the killing of people at a meeting in Qatar, right, or who are out there trying to negotiate and come to peace, if you condone that, then what are you fighting against? Why are you thinking it's any different? It's the right's rhetoric. They're the one running around killing people, and they're creating the karma. It's coming back on them. So what happened to Charlie's it's horrible, but the reality is the right creates the outcome by spewing the hate. Yeah, but there's a standing rule, right? So is Israel terrorist there? Blue? Is Israel terrorist? Does Netanyahu have a fucking criminal warrant for his arrest? What's the difference between what Israel's doing and what Hamas has done? What's the difference? From your same description, Israel terrorists. They're terrorists. Israel terrorists. right? You know, that's why I think it's Israel that did this. There's really no difference. Welcome to stream there, Ricky. You know, this is the world we live in. We don't live in a world of peace and negotiation and try to get things. We live in a world where we're going to push people out that have lived there for thousands and thousands of years, that have called that place home for 1,000 years. I don't know if that's right or not, but a long fucking time. And we're going to steal the land from them, you know, divvy it up to rich people, and turn Gaza into, you know, some sort of thing. You just heard, you know, the plan. Yeah, Ricky, it sure does. But as long as you've got billionaires able to rape girls and get away with it, how does it stop? As long as you have you know, billionaires running governments and paying for special interest groups. Israel has been doing more violence on the Palestinians, right? You just go look at the history, dude. You know, and you're going to equate, you know, the death of 100 people to, you know, to 500,000. How much money does it cost to pay? I mean, how much life is it equal? How many Palestinian lives to one Israel? What is it? What do you think, Blue? How many lives? Is it 1,000 to 1? 1,000 Palestinians equals 1 Israeli? What's your math for that? I didn't realize it was letting people go 15 times. What?
Well, I came back home.
So she's hungry.
Yeah.
Back downstairs. There it is, the Nazi. We got a Nazi. Demon Lord the Nazi. Trump! Heil Hitler. We just had someone come in and go, Heil Hitler. That's when you come in to yell Trump. That's a Heil Hitler in this channel. Get on to Discord, Tony. Yeah, you didn't. Well, we need to have Black Friday. Did you go golf, Mama? Did you go shooting golf balls or something? Huh? What, yesterday's? When? Or today? I pre-cooked it. Well, man. Really? I ate it. I didn't get giddy. Tommy ate it tonight. He ate it tonight. I gave him some more. Maybe something else. What else was in the lunchbox? Did you put? What else did you put? I ate the chicken. I didn't get sick. Tommy ate it tonight. You didn't get sick. What else was in the lunchbox that you used, that everyone had? I think you're blaming my chicken. It's not my chicken.
When we eat your chicken, had really hard to get it.
Last week? Or this week? What? Every time? Giddy? Now, why am I hearing about it now? All right. All right. I'm going to go. Guys, I'm tired. I was up at 2 a.m. coding. Still coding, still doing stuff. Have you heard from Tia at all? Crystal? Hope she's okay. Has Teresa been back? Yeah, I'll be back. I'm tired. I worked in the garden, so I got to go take my bath and shower, relax. Charlie Kirk said he had a target on his back. Nassar. He said it. He said he was getting hate mail. He's been calling anti-Zion. He's been doing these talks for years. Why now? Why would someone shoot him now? But the whole thing with Israel, that's just recent. In the last month, he'd been pushing the Epstein files, talking about how Elaine's father was Mossad, all this shit. He had the Israelis fucking pissed off at him. And look how these motherfuckers act. They just act like, fuck him, kill him, get rid of him. That's Mossad for you. Nazer, that makes sense? He's been talking at these turning points on campuses for fucking ever. Years. His Epstein was best friends with the former Israeli president. He may have been Jewish, I don't know. He looked Jewish, didn't he? But also Maxwell's father was Jewish, and he got a state burial, right? So it's just weird that, and he even called it out. He's like, he has a fucking crosshair on him. I mean, listen to all of the Charlie Kirk talks when he was talking about Maxwell and stuff just recently. So it's just kind of weird that he never got shot before, and then as the moment he started talking and getting pissed off, people at Israel, he gets fucking killed. And it also acts as a false flag event. So it's a false flag event. They can pin it on the left, right? Look what's going on. Look at Jesse Waters, how the way he's talking on Fox News. He's already calling for war. That's why. That's my opinion. And it happens. And also, it happens right after the attacks on Qatar, and there was a lot of media stuff talking about it. He was talking about it in his last podcast with the other guy, the other white thing. So it kind of changes the subject. There's lots of levels to it. I mean, it's not clear, cut and dry, but it definitely wasn't some lefty fucking pissed off at Charlie Kirk now after all these years of him doing these fucking college turning point campuses now in Utah. Oh, that's a green state, isn't it? Utah? I mean, a blue state. Very, very conservative state. So it doesn't make sense. What was the mole? Who's the mole? Who is the bad mole? Who is it? I mean, if the person is talking shit with Trump, Hey, Cindy, I'll delete the person right now if you tell me the name. I'm reading. I'm reading comments. I don't see. Democrats are responsible. It wasn't tonight. Well, message me on Discord, Cindy. Martial law incoming. We'll see. I think it's this is a false flag event. They're gonna use it. Trump's gonna use it, right? On it. All right, guys. I'll talk later. See you guys.